Ladies and gentlemen.
And we're back. This is Drew Sitzwitz, and I'm joined by Alice Duhon.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Yes, laughter. Clap track. I love that.
Sorry.
This is perfect.
Well, thank you for coming over. It's nice to meet you.
No, thanks for having me. It's great. I'm so happy to be on your podcast.
Sweet. Okay, so you're friends with Bronwyn. I think that's how we got connected.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, for sure. We actually recently went to a tap class together. So that was a lot of fun.
So that was in your bio, right?
Yeah.
You said like tap in or something, or what is it?
Oh, yeah. I said, I have
Tap
do you
with me?
want to join my tap cult?
Tap cult. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because back I moved back recently from Michigan because I lived there for 9 years.
Detroit, Chicago, Denver, or something like that?
Yeah, so that's...
I read your bio. No big deal.
It's okay. That's cool.
Did a lot of research.
I don't blame you. It's a step in the right direction, I guess. But yeah, no, I'm back in Chicago after living in Michigan for 9 years.
Wow.
I guess a little bit of background. I grew up in Northwest Indiana.
Okay, I saw the Gary area code on your phone.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah, Gary, I know it's technically Griffith.
Oh, sorry.
But like, no, it's fine. It's totally fine. I do have a small joke about it, but like usually people are just scared to say Gary, but now the Bears might go there. So,
Sure.
you know, all bets are off. I do have a very hot take about that. We can come back to it later.
Sure, circle back.
Yeah, but yeah, I lived in Michigan for 9 years, and then I lost my job, and then I needed a new day job because, you know, that's how it goes.
Sure.
And I, after being like, just riled up, I asked my cousin, I was like, hey, you work in Chicago, right? Like, are they hiring over by you? And she's like, yeah, actually, give me your resume. And
What did you do?
I was in automotive. In Michigan, because like when you live in Michigan, it's either automotive or like one of the universities, and I fell into the automotive. You know.
So you weren't a mechanic, I assume, or
No, I have a musical theater degree. So.
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I just like working with engineers. They need someone to yell at them.
Okay, gotcha. So more on like the office side of
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, just office stuff and everything.
So is Detroit a dead city? I've never been there before. I love Michigan. I love Western Michigan. That's where I've really only ever been.
Oh yeah.
But Detroit, Flint, all that stuff. What's like the one town that's like really bad?
Detroit's Flint is the most well-known one for the water.
It's water, yeah.
Yeah, but Flint's like coming back up, you know. It's not as bad as everyone makes it out to be.
Okay, I figured.
Yeah, Detroit's a really fun city.
Interesting.
Definitely go visit if you're big on food. Like if you're a foodie, go visit.
Really?
If you like the architecture, go visit.
Oh.
They do it up and they do it well. Like I was mentioning, like your house and everything, all like the little characteristics. They have some gorgeous architecture there. And they like just redid the train station. Ford invested like $1 billion, and I say billion with a B, dollars into like completely restoring it from.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And
for public transit to be where they invested, that's great. I mean,
yeah, but it's not actually. It's still the Motor City. Like, don't get it twisted.
Sure, that is a weird.
It's still the Motor City. It's like we invested $1 billion in the train station. Anyways, look at our cars.
Yeah, that is funny.
Which is very Detroit, but it was very much a staple. And
were you like a Motown kid growing up? Isn't that?
No, I actually moved out to Michigan for my ex. So
nice.
Yeah.
For 9 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were high school sweethearts, and we got married, and yeah.
Okay.
So we got married, and then the pandemic happened, and my husband turned into my ex-wife. So yeah, I have a great joke about it on stage and everything. So
do you want to ruin it here, or?
I mean, like, it's the same thing. Like, you guys have heard it, you know, like, I've been let down in every single pronoun. Yeah. Yeah, no, but
So it was an actual transition? Your husband became your wife?
Yeah, correct, yeah.
And so because of that, you separated because you're not?
That, among other things.
Sure.
You know, you try and make it work. And
so, like, 2020 transition starts?
2020...
Like March... what is it? Today the 4th?
Oh man.
It's like March 15th was
It's
lockdown.
crazy because like right before lockdown, my sister got engaged. So I was like, when everybody was like that SpongeBob meme where he's like shredding all his documents and everything's on fire, where everybody's like actively like that. I was out in Colorado helping her wedding dress shop. And then they're like, oh my gosh, okay, you got to come back. You got to come back. And they're like, Ford just went like remote. GM just went remote. All the big 3 is going remote. And I'm over here at Hyundai like, what are we gonna do?
Oh, that's
so it was just a lot of that, and I think a few months in, they went remote as well. So they were working remote for the longest time. It took like a month off or something. It was weird. But they eventually were like, hey, I'm feeling these things, and they came out. Yeah, and we tried to make it work, and we did a lot of therapy, both couples therapy and individualized, and sometimes you're just better off as friends.
Sure. Well, I mean, I think that's a beautiful thing.
And we're still friends to this day.
I was going to say, do you hate this person? Is there any anger? I mean, sure, there's anger, there's confusion and frustration probably would be a better word.
Yeah, it's like a weird, like, not to turn this into a therapy podcast.
No, that's great.
But like,
it's interesting.
No, but like not to... Yeah, it's this weird sense of grief like that happens because like I knew one person, but they're not really dead. They're just moving into like something different and something of their own. But like you're having to like grieve this weird, like we had a life together that we were supposed to do, and we were supposed to like, you know, all these stereotypical like societal norm things that we were supposed to do, and that didn't happen.
Right. You've changed.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, you've changed. You're a different person now. Yeah, and you hear about that happening with high school sweethearts. But yeah, the transition is like the ultimate, like, okay, curveball.
And there's still, and because I went to school in the area, there are still like some high school people like here in the Chicago area who work in Chicago and are still here. So they're all just like, Alice, we must know.
I'm sure, like, everyone wants to know.
No one saw it coming. Like I even caught up with a former like high school friend, and he was like, he's a gay, and he's just like, I just didn't see it coming either. Right. Like no one saw it. No one was like, I would not have picked that out of a million years. And I'm like, yeah, me neither.
So
honestly.
Are they a lesbian or are they a straight woman?
They're a lesbian, but I guess you can kind of, I don't want to say pick because that's a bad word. But I'm like, you can figure it out, I guess. But like
anybody could, right? When you're in that position, you can go. Yeah. With it. I didn't know again if it was like a coming out of the closet as like at the same time sort of thing. Like I'm also gay.
No, yeah, that's exactly what it was. No, it was just more of like a lot of like trans stuff is what I've noticed is when people transition, it's more like, do I want to be her friend or do I want to be her? And it was more along the lines of I want to be her is what I kind of picked up. And maybe any trans people listening can clock me. I don't know. But like that was my understanding of it, at least from my perspective.
Yeah. I think it's very individual basis, obviously. Like, did you know Queenie? You know that comedian?
I just met Queenie the other day at the Take a Shot mic.
Yeah. Awesome. Really cool person. But, you know, I asked them and they're sort of like, it's whatever, you know, I don't really get into that. So I just thought that was such a great take. I haven't done a lot of podcasts with trans people. I don't think I ever have actually, unless whatever.
Maybe that'll change.
I just think it's such a fascinating topic, and so many podcasts talk about like how trans people suck or whatever, or whatever the stereotype is, you know. So I'm just fascinated with it, you know. Like,
I mean, like it's really interesting to navigate in comedy, and I feel like I've only now been able to try and make more jokes about that now since I'm finally detached from just everyday relationship stuff, but two, just like I'm physically farther away. They're still in Michigan, or she's still in Michigan rather, and I'm in Chicago now. So now I'm like, oh, I can actually like play and not have to worry about like, but what if she sees this, or what if whatever. Like my pronoun joke I did, she knows it. She knows my whole bit, and she thinks it's hilarious. So she's just like, that's good. That's great. Like, not that I necessarily need her approval either, but like
she's not watching over your shoulder.
Yeah, it's just
gonna
like
scream at you when you do something something. Yeah.
For me, it's just a very fine line between, like, you go to different crowds and you can always tell, like, it's a good haha or a bad haha. And I always, because some people are like, you're laughing, but like you're laughing because you can tell
you're laughing at the wrong part.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. So like, and you know what? Like, I guess a laugh is a laugh, but like at the same time, it's just like, for me, I'm like, hopefully it's somewhat educational, because a lot of times
you don't want anti-trans people. You want just regular people.
I would rather have
to hear your experience.
Yes, exactly. And it's like, just because my experience happens to be with a trans person and it happens to be somewhat negative doesn't
it's a breakup.
mean that, yeah, it's a breakup. It doesn't mean that it's like that for literally all trans people. And I just feel like a lot of people group them all together because that's what,
But no, it's just a funny
gestures wildly around us.
I know it's your life, but it's just a funny premise. Your husband transitioned and became a woman. You got divorced. Like it's not funny, but it's hilarious. You know,
it's absolutely hilarious. There's so much comedy gold in it, and it's like
it's a sitcom. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
You buy a house next door to each other. It's like a whole.
It's so funny that
it writes itself.
Well, we literally lived when I was still in Michigan when we broke up. She rented a place like literally around the corner. So it's sometimes it sometimes writes itself, and like sometimes they'll throw a gag on there on stage. Like, we have a dog and we have split custody, so a lot of straight people are like, "Oh, you mean you didn't get the dog?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I did. Like, when we were still living in Michigan, I got the dog. I had the house and the dog.
Sure.
But like now that I moved, I'm like, it just feels so mean to take the dog too.
Right. Let him have something.
I'm like, I'm not that big of a bitch. Like, I have a heart when I want it. But like, no.
So how long were you there after the divorce in Michigan? And like after the divorce?
A year or two. So the divorce was finalized 2020, like January 2024. And it's 2026 now. So I guess it's only been a couple of years. But like, I think it was end of 2023 was when I was like, okay, we decided to like split and do everything that way.
So did she want to, would she have still dated, or would she have stayed married to you? Is that what she wanted? Or did she want to transition and also break up?
No, I'm the one who initiated the divorce.
Because you weren't into the idea of being married to a woman?
No, not necessarily. There's more other like traumas that I won't get into surrounding stuff. Private but like, things. It's more private that I'm like, I don't really want to talk about it. But like, but that wasn't like the initial thing. I think it was more so because like when someone transitions too, you got to also think about it in a certain way. Like, they're going through puberty too, electric boogaloo,
Oh.
Because that's what it is. They're taking you got hormones, you're trying to find your right balance. Like, you're also like, and then if you're a relationship on top of that and you're trying to like work out relationship issues that you had even before you transitioned, like it's just a lot.
Right. You're having mood swings or you're getting sick or you're dealing with that. And you're trying to be a supportive partner, but you're also being frustrated because you're like, what the fuck? And,
and your body's changing literally, like, and it's all new to you. So you're just like, and it's a lot. So at the certain points in time, it's just kind of like, are you sure you can handle all of this and a transition? Like, it's almost just too much.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So does she have a girlfriend now?
Well, she had a girlfriend before I did, but I'm single still, but no, she was dating somebody and was in a relationship, and then they broke up about, I think, like sometime early last year.
Okay. So it's not like there was another person that also was involved, love triangle thing. Okay.
No love triangle. No thruples this time. No polycule. Not really. No polycule.
Gotcha.
I don't have the energy for a polycule.
It seems very difficult.
I'm not trying to be a poly hater. I might be a little bit of a poly hater. I'm sorry if there's like poly people listening.
We have a huge poly audience.
Oh shit. All right. Well then, controversial hot take. But like, no, I just think sometimes I've not really met too many poly people who do it, quote unquote. I don't know if right is the right way to say it, like do it in a healthy manner.
Do it well.
Yeah. And I've not met too many people who do it well. A lot of people who claim to have done it well are always like, it just feels like they're uncomfortable being alone. And it's like, you can be
right
alone and still you gotta be comfortable being alone with yourself.
A lot of social energy.
I don't have it. I don't even know how I like do my operate day to day because I go from a 9 to 5 and then I'm like, and go to comedy.
Yeah, exactly.
And go to a mic and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stand-up thing seems crazy. It's so much time. And Bronwyn was saying that she only goes a couple times a week. Mm-hmm. Or she goes frequently, but she only does it like once a day. I guess that makes sense.
That does make sense.
Or like some people will do like 3 in a night or whatever.
Yeah, I'm more on that train. Just because I'm like newer. Like I'm new to Chicago, but not really. So like, I grew up in Griffith, but I went to Columbia College, Chicago. So like I have a musical. Like I said, I have a musical theater degree. It's from there. I wasn't really interested in comedy when I was in college. I was straight up like, I'm going to do theater. And then once the pandemic hit, I was also like, maybe I'll try stand up. And then I tried it and I took a class, shout out Haley Zurich, her Femme Them, queer education comedy class was the first one I took. Because it just happened to be available at the same time. I was like, I'm thinking of doing this.
Gotcha.
And then I did her class and then I started going to open mics and then I was like, you know what? I like it enough. She offered like a 201 class and I was like, yeah, I'll do the 201 class. And then I kept going to mics and then I started getting booked and then I'm like, oh, I'm in it now.
Right,
like,
it just happened.
Yeah, and it just kind of like happened.
It's a lot. I'm sure it like takes over your life, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
All your friends.
It's a little bit crazy, but like it is what it is. But like that was like the whole thing because like Bronwyn I think only goes to what she said like maybe once a week or something with like different mics and everything.
She said like a couple times a week, but only once a night. She was
sense.
like, that scratches my itch. Where I was saying, because I don't do it, but I was like, I've heard people, you got to do it a bunch of times because it's like you're just getting more reps,
Yeah, no, it is very much that. And I'm trying to do a little bit more in Chicago just simply because like I'm newer. Like I just moved in October. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're doing stand up in Detroit.
Yep. I was doing stand up in Detroit. And then now even my family was, since they lived in Northwest Indiana, my immediate family no longer lives in Indiana.
Okay.
They live out in Colorado.
Right. That's the Denver part.
Mm-hmm, okay. That's the Denver part. Yeah. So when I'm like so when I'm bored with my family, I'm like, deuces, I'm leaving. Yeah. And it turns out Denver's got a great scene. So
that is true.
So I'll plop myself into that scene as well.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
So what do you do for work now? Is it still automotive? Or
it is not automotive. That was also another plus of like moving to Chicago. I finally got out. I work it's an engineering company. Think power, people related to ComEd who build the actual stuff, like and design the actual stuff, things like that.
Sure.
Illinois I'm technically work in their nuclear department.
Illinois, one of the only states in the country that has nuclear, I think, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, and my company is the one, I won't name my company because I don't want to be doxxed or whatever, but
those poly people are going to come after
They're going to come after me. They're like, she's got a stable income. Get her. But no.
Where is the facility at? Do you know the nuclear place?
There's a lot of plants. So
something?
There was one in Braidwood.
Okay.
If that's what you're thinking of.
No.
But I think that one shut down. That's the only one I know of.
I know there was one like on like Lake Michigan up north, like right by the border, I think. I remember going there, but it's like kind of ruins almost. It's kind of crazy.
Is that with in Michigan, right? On the west side?
No, in Illinois, I thought. On Lake Michigan is what I said.
Oh, are you thinking of the steel mills? You're not thinking of the steel mills, are you?
I swear it was nuclear. I thought they closed it down. And the other one I was thinking of was on the way to Dixon, maybe, or something like that. I've seen it. It's like too big. It's like the Simpsons like smokestack things. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what people typically think. I'm like, it's Chernobyl, but better. But like, it's not really Chernobyl. Like, nuclear is actually really safe. Like,
super
it's
safe.
Really safe. No, it is a really safe thing.
France is like 60% nuclear energy, I think, or maybe 40%.
Something like that. I don't know 100%. But fun fact, it is making a comeback. It's kind of having a renaissance because of AI. So like, it's It's interesting. I do feel like I'm working for the empire a little bit just because everybody's like funding, AI stuff in the nuclear data centers. But hopefully if the AI bubble pops, then it could just be like, oh no, we gotta use our clean energy now that we invested so much money into it. Like, I really hope that's the case.
I've heard if you have a company, you just slap AI onto anything, it's like just printing money. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's AI powered, and people are like, okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's like the new Enron. Nothing went wrong there. Exactly.
Yeah, the nuclear fallout thing is terrifying, though, because it's like, ooh, if it does go bad, you're fucked.
No, unless Trump changes it, but like they're still really heavily regulated.
Okay. Well,
that's the one regulation they actually care about, like not with cars. Because I used to work when I was in automotive, I used to do reg and cert for like cars and emissions and stuff. I used to work in connection with that. And it was actually like, fun fact about me, I am still kind of a little bit of a nerd. I still do like some of that stuff. I'm not an engineer, but like I did enough math classes. Like, yeah, you can tell I had an AP calculus class in me somewhere. But like, it's interesting because it's like, yeah, they have emissions and they have regulations and they have standards for that, but they're a company with money. So if they're like, if you just tell us what you did, we'll forgive you. And I'm like, with nuclear, you can't because of Chernobyl, 3 Mile Island, and all those things.
Right. So, also, nuclear isn't even big enough to where Shell can like lobby. You know what I mean? There's not like some big privately owned nuclear company that's lobbying the government.
I don't.
Maybe there is actually. Now that I say that, BlackRock owns this shit or something.
Who knows? I don't know. I know that there's certain people who are like really interested in really doing it because of like the AI stuff. I don't know who owns it, and I might be getting in trouble saying stuff out loud. But like, don't fire me, please. But like,
I have family in northeastern Missouri, and so we go down there, and on the way, there's always the big windmill things, right? And wind farm, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And it's maybe like a 5-hour drive, so it'll be dark sometimes or whatever. And they have these red lights that blink, right? And anyways, one time we went down. I don't know if it was like 2015 or 20, I don't know, somewhere around there, at the teens. And it was just like we're driving, and all of a sudden, it's just like boop, and it was like 1,000 red lights, and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
That feels dystopian.
It totally is. And like, and that was just like along the way down, but you're still like in the middle of literally nowhere. Like, you're not even close to like Mizzou or St. Louis or Iowa. Right? There's nothing.
Missouri's so terrible to drive through. That in Nebraska is terrible to drive through.
Right. Same exact concept.
Yeah.
And I've also driven out to Colorado a bunch of times, so I know that whole long flat drive too.
You are better than I couldn't. No, I'm like, buy me that plane ticket, babe.
Yeah. How long is that flight even? I've done it once. Okay.
Yeah, it's only like 2 hours. I do it enough. I fly to both. There's a lot of nonstop planes to Denver, so I'm usually
How do you like the
there.
Denver airport?
Oh my God, it's my favorite airport. It's my favorite conspiracy theory. I'm so glad you asked about. No, like, not even joking. It's it's my favorite fucking thing. No, I actually share a t-shirt with my brother. Well, not share, but like we're twin. That's my only throuple, is we all own this one t-shirt.
It's like the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
I wish. That would be really fun. Sisterhood of the Traveling Denver Airport t-shirt. It's other legacy that you don't know about. But like, no. We all have the same. So we all have little matchy t-shirts, and it's all like the Denver airport, and it's got Blucifer, and it has, I can't remember exactly what it says, but it says some really like cryptic writing, because Blucifer, do you know the legend of Blucifer? And it's
Is that
Denver
the horse?
Airport?
Is it the Bronco?
Yeah, it's the blue horse. Yeah.
Okay.
It killed its like creator because it fell and it like killed him.
No way. That's gotta be fake.
No, it's true. It's a thing. It's real. It's real. Like, you don't mess with like Blucifer over there. They love him.
And it's
like
a blue horse.
Chicago, the equivalent to maybe like Chicago's bean.
It kind of is the bean, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's got the red eyes, right? It's not like orange. It should be orange and blue.
No, it's red and it glows.
It's so crazy.
You're talking about like the glowing, like the windmills. It's like, that's the glowing with that dystopian. Put that on
That's very
Lucifer.
True.
Yeah. No, and then the gargoyles, and I think it's really fun because they are always working on itself, kind of like, I-90, 94
Right,
in
just constant
Chicago,
construction.
constant construction, but like it makes fun of itself. It's like, where are we building our tunnels? Where are we doing this? What are we doing? Is it this? Is it the Illuminati headquarters? I'm convinced it's the Illuminati headquarters because right next door to that airport, the Queen she did, but like the crown owns land next to
Interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like an underground bunker or something, right? That's the idea?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like an underground bunker, Illuminati headquarters. There's gargoyles that watch like the at the baggage claim area. Like there's gargoyles by it.
Interesting.
It's supposed to be like I don't know, like it's supposed to like look like the mountains, but it looks just like tarps. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very modern looking. Yeah, it does look like and it's huge, right? There's the big tram thing you got to ride everywhere.
Yes, and the song, the doo 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 doo, they have its own song.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it goes.
So it is like super dystopian because you're on the train for an hour long and the music's playing and then there's a demon horse outside.
That's true. Yeah. It's my favorite conspiracy. That and it makes fun of itself. I'm like, if you're making fun of itself,
It's kind of like Area 51 where you're like, they're like, oh, we have aliens here. Wink, wink. And you're like, do you actually have aliens?
Exactly. It's like, sounds like
we're not lying, I swear.
Sounds like something an alien would say. You know what I mean? Right. It's the same thing. It's like,
do I look like an alien to you?
Exactly. It's like, well, then again, I do watch Doctor Who, so you could look like an alien. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then you could look like an alien. It's just two hearts,
Okay, I've never seen any Doctor Who.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's all I know about is that it's like different doctors, like different seasons, or how long is a doctor for?
I think it depends on the contract, to be completely honest, and how well the show's doing. Like, I'm not fully caught up, but I've seen a couple episodes of the new Doctor, Shutigaba, and he
Excuse
so
you.
good.
Yeah,
I know, Gesundheit.
There you go. Damn it.
I know, but no,
Let's run that one more time.
Oh yeah, race, of course. Yeah.
Have you seen the new season of Doctor Who yet?
No, I'm not fully caught up actually, but I have watched some of the new episodes with Shutigaba, and I really
Gesundheit.
Like
Sorry. I was trying to do something funny, but sorry.
No, it's okay.
So it's
oh shit! Wait, we should do it again, and then I should just be like, "Bless you."
Shutigaba.
Yeah.
Is that how you say the name?
Yeah, he was also on. Oh my gosh, Sex Education.
I missed that one.
I don't watch that, but a couple of my friends did, and they were like, "You need to watch it." And I'm like, "I'll watch."
You know what
Doctor
I just
Who.
started watching was the new season of Doctor Who. Have you seen it yet?
I have only seen a couple of episodes.
Shutigaba.
Bless you. No, I messed it up.
No, you did. That was perfect. Okay. I should have kept going. I'm sorry.
No, you're
I'm
good.
not into improv. I've never taken an improv class.
I have not really done improv since high school. I've done a couple of that, and it's.
Have you seen that one improv class online where it's like people lined up against a wall? It's like five.
What?
It's like five people. Like just regular looking, it's like an improv class at like a community college.
Okay.
And so it's like a shitty camera and it's like five people and they look like nice people. And so it's like, they'll be like,
so considerate.
Like a chef, there's like a teacher sitting behind the camera and they're like, what does a bad chef say when he tastes his food or something like that? And then they'll all just stand there for like a long time. And then randomly somebody will just go up with like an idea and you'll see them just walk up normally and then just be like, oh, Mamma Mia, and then just like turn around and walk away, and then nobody laughs, and the next person will like walk up or like they'll try. It's the most cringe, like awkward thing ever. I don't know. It kind of went viral. I thought maybe not. But.
No, it's okay. It also just sounds like black box theater, like new work theater, where you're just like it reminds me of that SNL. There's a couple of SNL sketch where there's like, we're so serious about this piece of art, and it's just theater kids being theater kids.
Yeah.
Which the world discovered by watching Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande's interviews about Wicked.
Sure. Yeah. That is peak theater kid.
It really is.
Energy.
Yeah. People are like, they're like, what is wrong with them? I'm like, y'all have never been around theater kids and it shows.
Yeah. So is it just because you're around them so much? Is it because you find a home together?
We all like a good cult, you know? So I think that's a little bit of like, it gets to a little cult mentality. I would argue there's definitely comedy can start to have a cult mentality. There's a lot of good people. There's a lot of people who, like, when I was doing and starting comedy, where I was like, I also take dance classes, and they're like, it's good that you have an artistic outlet that's not just comedy.
Something else, yeah.
And that is something else, because it can get a little mob one brain thinkish.
Yeah. Do you ever watch Kill Tony? You were on it, or you don't like it?
No. I've watched, because there's been a few Michigan comics who have been on it, and I've seen it. And if I know somebody who is on it, I will watch only their clip.
Gotcha.
And I've tried to watch the little bit on Netflix, and I lose brain cells every time. I'm thinking, oh, this will get better, and it won't. And at this point, I don't know why I even like still want to entertain it, because they're shit people, and it's a glorified open mic. And like, I've did a really shitty show recently, and it was like, I don't know, maybe the comic was really, really good or whatever, but like, I don't understand why they had so much time when I feel like they maybe had like 10, 20 minutes at most. But like,
who was it?
Drew Higgins. Shit, I already forgot his name.
The big guy.
Drew Nickens.
Yeah, no, he's terrible. Yeah.
I don't know. But like, he was on Motor City, so like some people really, really dig that kind of humor. Maybe it was just like really off for me. But
so like, his thing was, so I used to not watch the show at all. I love all those kind of podcasts, that the LA scene, and then there's like New York comedians that are doing podcasts now, right? And so I like that. I like Joe Rogan a lot too. Whatever you think of that, just keep it to yourself for now. But I never particularly liked Tony Hinchcliffe.
Fair.
For whatever reason. I just didn't particularly like him. Didn't like the show, whatever. So I had always heard about the show, and I never watched it. And then maybe in the last, I'll say, year or so, it got so big that I just was like, okay, I gotta see this.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's like a really big show, and there's all these people, and I could see you think they're picking on open micers, which these people are signing up, they want to do it. So
yeah,
I would say that's the argument.
Yeah, it's like a trade-off, because like, I wouldn't say they're picking on them. I think it's more so like, it's become so big they're forgetting it's also an open mic.
You're saying it's not that big of a deal? Is that what your critique?
I don't know if it's not that big of a deal, because at the end of it, like, if you get the right audience, it can really blow your shit up. But
totally.
Like, I get why people try it, and I'm not saying I would be I don't know if I was in that same position, I might just try it for shits and giggles, but I don't think I'd like it.
If you're in Austin, you would do it.
Probably.
You'd throw your name in the bucket.
Like,
why not?
Yeah, I'd probably throw my name in the bucket and then like hate myself afterwards or something.
That's pretty much the answer that every comedian that comes on my show says, is like, I mean, yeah, I'm going to do it, but like, fuck that guy.
I think he's like known to like steal jokes and shit too, so...
Oh, no way. I don't believe that. Joe Rogan was the joke thief with Carlos Mencia years ago. Yeah. Remember all that?
Yeah, I do.
And Tony Hinchcliffe was sort of his like little Robin. So I don't think he would do that, but maybe. But anyways, my point was I saw the Drew Nickens episode, and what happened was he gets pulled out of the bucket, and he's like a war vet that got hit by an IED.
Yeah. So, I saw. Yeah, no, I mean, I've seen his whole set and stuff.
But so anyways, so what happened was it was okay. But then somebody else came on that sucked, and they're like, all right, let's bring that guy back out. And then he crushed. He
brought out like 4 times.
And he kept doing it and kept doing it. So like it built this energy where you're like, this guy, anything he says is hilarious. They've had him on the show other times since then, and it's like, it doesn't have the same magic. You know what I mean? So
no, to be fair, maybe Drew is great, but I was already being like the producer of that show. Didn't pay his comics. Like he didn't pay me. $5 is any new comic out there who might be listening and they're just like, we have a door deal worked out and they can't do math. Make sure they can do math, because if it's a full sold out show and tickets are $20 a piece and it's at least, 40 to close to 50 people, that's at least anywhere from, $800 to $900 depending. And, I'm just saying, I can do math, and $5 for a full sold out show is not the percentage that was worked out. And also, if you're going to short your comics, don't make a contract stating how you'll pay them in the very beginning.
Right. Be a sleazebag and say it's a handshake deal and then
literally.
stiff them.
Honestly, just look me dead in the eyes, call me a slur, and be like, I'm going to give you $5. I'll respect you more. Deadass. But like, I mean, like the beginning was really good, and he's a really nice guy. Like, he's a really nice guy.
Yeah, he seems like a great guy.
Yeah, great guy. Like,
sorry, I feel like I shat on him.
No. I was going to shit on him earlier, if I'm going to be completely honest, because like he had a joke about braces and eating pussy and being called a box cutter, and I'm like, children have braces. I'm so confused. Like,
that is gross.
Yeah.
And that's like a childish, that's like when you're 13 and a girl in the class you like gets braces or something. You're like,
but to me, that's just Austin comedy in general, is like that. Sorry, I've never been to Austin, so I feel like I can't say, but like every single time I'm like, I want to give the Austin comic a shot. I'm like, I don't know, except for one female comic, but I feel like that's different because
who's that?
Female comics are Ali. Oh my God. It's a W. It's a
Ali Wong.
No. I wish. I do love Ali Wong.
She's good.
No. She's got a really long Polish last name. Which I should know.
Oh, you're talking about
ski.
Yeah.
But she has a great show, and I saw her set when I was out in Denver once, and it was like I really enjoyed it.
Like this, kind of, right? She's like very slow.
Maybe.
Doesn't matter.
It's been a minute. Yeah, no.
Anyways, so who are some comedians that you liked that got you into comedy?
Okay. So I really like Bo Burnham.
Okay.
Which is like kind of
checks out with the theater background.
Yeah.
Great crossover.
Right now, currently, I really like Gianmarco Cerezi. He's a theater adult type person. I like Kat Cohen, who are also they're very theatrical people, and it like translates.
I'm sorry, are you a Disney adult as well?
Oh, fuck. No.
Okay.
No. I'd rather you call, like I said, I'd rather you call me a slur. Okay. No.
Okay.
I have. Though I will say you did clock me, because my family did do Disney a lot, like growing up. All right. And I guess I have technically.
I can smell it on you.
I know. Like I have performed at Disney World.
Okay.
Oh my God. Am I about to talk to about Young Americans? Yeah, I am. Okay. So.
Do you have a Tinkerbell tattoo anywhere?
I really no.
Or Mickey?
I do have
like a Mickey thigh tattoo.
No. I do have to be fair, I do have a set of like Minnie Mouse ears, but those only get brought out like usually around Halloween if I'm playing like Columbia from Rocky Horror Picture Show or something. Because I got the tap shoes too. Okay, it makes sense. But no. Growing up, we did. I did Disney a lot, and I must like a lot of dance cults because I was in a dance troupe like when I was like younger,
cool.
And the whole thing was you go down to Disney World and perform.
Yeah.
But it was called the Young Americans, so it was very super patriotic.
Oh, sick.
And some of it, I think it was just post 9/11, so like that.
You're doing like Nazi salutes and an American flag as like a child.
I was learning patriotism at a very young age, very, very impressionable age.
Exactly.
But like Disney gobbled that up, or at least gobbled my parents' money up, and said, "Yeah, we'll definitely let your child perform on Disney property.
We'll let you pay us to bring your kids here."
Yeah, pay us to bring your kids here and let us perform and make it a big deal and all that stuff.
That had to be awesome as a kid.
It was really cool. To be honest, all of those stayed. The last time we ever went to Disney was like in 2015.
Okay.
And
so it wasn't completely corrupted by the Disney adult people.
No. Now I feel like post-pandemic, it's like a lot worse. But it was like,
because that like codified all those people to become more freakish and weirdos. You know, it's like they were by themselves for so long that they're like, okay, when I get out, I'm gonna go to Disney for the rest of my life.
Yeah, it's like those people who only listen to Disney music. Like,
oh yeah, I had a friend whose girlfriend only. Well, I guess not only, but like we met her for the first time. We were like driving to dinner. We were like, "Oh, what kind of music do you like?" And she's like, "Oh, I love like the soundtrack to Hamilton," which is like, okay, like that also kind of came out around that time. So I was like, okay. And then I'm like, oh, what else? And it was like, oh, like Guys and Dolls, or it was like only musicals that she was listing as like albums she wanted to listen to, and I was like, whoa.
I mean, I do listen to musical theater recreationally. I'm sure.
However, the Wicked soundtrack, the new movie comes out, okay, you'll bust it back out, blow off the dust.
Listen, don't we all like to go to the gym and listen to Company? Okay. That's a song. That's a deep cut. Gotcha. That's a Sondheim. No.
1,200.
You mean you're going to make me stand for the national anthem? That is the musical theater national anthem.
Oh, is it? I just know that's from Rent.
It is from Rent. Yes,
about AIDS?
Job. Yes, it is about AIDS.
That's basically the only three things I have from that.
I mean, it's a little deeper than that, but yeah, basically.
So that's the national anthem of theater kids.
Yeah.
So like if you're like on the
Seasons of Love, yeah. If you were to just hit the one note, every theater kid would stand up and salute, you know?
Gotcha. Like on the bus going down to the show, everyone singing along, doing that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
If you sing a theater song and 2 people know it, then 3 people know it and you'll join along. That's how the cult mentality forms, honestly.
I was about to say. And it's also kind of like a summer camp vibe, I just realized. It's like everyone's together and it's like...
There is summer sock shows. Like that's the whole thing. Like if you're in the acting world or musical theater world, that's the whole big thing. Like in summertime, you go and you like audition for all these shows in the summer. So that way they can stop.
It's like travel baseball.
Yeah, no, literally.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's like hierarchy of... Is that a troupe? Acting troupe or
there are troupes. It depends on what kind of like theater. That really gets into the niche of like what kind of theater you're doing and everything. Like when I was living in Michigan, I totally had I worked with a theater company that could also be called like a theater troupe or whatever, but our whole big thing was doing original works, so that way you didn't have to like go buy rights of stuff. So we were just like, anything that you want to do, page to stage, and like
so does that mean it's kind of shitty?
I wouldn't say shitty. No, I mean it could be. It's not bad. It's just my big issue at the end of the day is there were people just had like founder syndrome, like artistic founder syndrome, couldn't give a lot of stuff up. And also,
what does that mean?
It's their baby, like it's the artistic baby, and they don't want to like
change things, or
not necessarily change things, but it's more like delegate and do things and watch it. Like you have such a certain stack, not being able to like go with the flow of it all.
Okay.
Which is funny because they just really want their hand in every single thing. They couldn't. I guess that is more of like, it is kind of tied to delegation where they like couldn't just like let go of that, or they're like, I trust you, but then it's like, actually I want my say in it too because I am the founder. So it was a lot of.
Is that what it's called when you write a play? A founder?
No. That's a playwright.
Right. So what's a founder then? I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Like the founder of the theater troupe.
Oh,
my bad.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought I clarified.
So it's almost like the director, but it's not just the director. It's like you started it, so it's my baby, so I'm in charge.
Yeah. So like,
okay, I see.
I guess like a founder of a troupe or a guild or whatever is like, I want to make theater.
Is this Harry Potter? What the fuck?
Yeah, no, I know. It is a little old timey, but fuck J.K. Rowling. She's of turf. But like. You said Harry Potter. That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
Sure. It kind of is the first thing. Turf is such a perfect word for that. That was like...
Yeah, that is what, yeah.
Like if I was doing word association, like, you know, J.K. Rowling, turf, you know, like, it'd be like, you'd probably say Harry Potter first, but...
Fair, yeah.
Still, that's fine.
No, don't for sure. So, I mean, like... You know, so like they want to like make theater and it's just building... It's kind of like building a business, but it's like building a business for the arts. And it's like more, I was in like the nonprofit field. So like when you're...
So kind of like the producer almost. You're sort of paying for it too, and you started it. Okay.
In a way, yeah. It could be.
Anybody gets power, it goes to their head.
Sometimes, yeah. And that's just kind of what it was. But we just did a lot of different things. And a lot of great things, don't like get me wrong. Because like we did, one of the things I did in theater that I would have, in that theater company that I wouldn't have done outside of that theater company is sketch writing, because we did a whole sketch show and it was fun. Like a musical sketch show, and I didn't realize how much I liked that until I was like in it. And I don't think I would have done comedy or had the wherewithal to like do comedy if I hadn't like touched that and been like, you know, I really enjoyed that in comparison to doing some other things.
I bet that would be fun. Because it's like a bunch of little plays basically, so it's like kind of like less pressure, but you can have more fun with it, and you're trying to be funny. It's not like you're being serious.
Yeah, and we were doing a lot of like, and that was the thing, is we were doing a lot of writing sessions, and then we'd like all get together as a group, and we'd like, you know, read other people's sketches that they did, and they're like, how can we punch this up? Is that going to make the final scene? How does it work with like the flow of the whole show?
Yeah.
So that was like really fun in general, and honestly, that's why I feel like I did it in Michigan, and I want to do it in Chicago at some point, but I want to just start doing like a writers group of
that'd be
some
cool.
variety, and just like hosting people and be like, okay, what are you working on? What do you want to talk it out? Like,
well, you host a show, right? You run a show?
I do run a show in Michigan, yeah. With a couple of co-producers. Yeah. It's
not out here, okay.
No, not out here. I would love to out here sometime, and maybe once I'm a little bit more established, we'll get to that. But no, right when I realized I got the job in Chicago, I had also got the room in Michigan.
Nice.
And I was like, well, I don't want to like give this up in the scene. So there's 2 lovely producers that I also have out in Michigan who will like help produce and host and do some stuff there too. I'm driving back for my March show this week. But
nice. How long is that drive?
Oh, it's only like 4 hours.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, and you could take, if I really wanted to, I could take the train, but like...
Oh, what's that?
The same. It's about the same amount of time.
Whoa. I'm so train guy. I want to take the train like across the country. I think that'd be so sick.
Thank you so much for telling me you're autistic. I really appreciate that.
I don't know anything about trains. I just love the idea of train travel.
I get that. No, it was honestly, I took the Amtrak, like when I did my big move here, I took the Amtrak to Michigan so that way I can like load up all my stuff and then like drive the truck there.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't too bad. I would love to do one of those like train rides like out west with the open cars and everything.
It's so sick.
No, it'd be really nice. And we did one out in Colorado. It was like called the Royal Gorge. It wasn't like a full like transcontinental train ride or anything like that, but they had like something called like the Royal Gorge train, and it was like it was Christmas time, so I was like with my family and
like everything. I want a bar cart. I want my own little room. I want to be able to like walk around on the train. You know what I mean? Like I want that old timey.
I want white Christmas trains travel. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. That's exactly where I'm at too.
Right.
But it was fun. It was cool, and like it was really pretty because like you could see like the river and then sick. All the rocks, and it was just like
Colorado's beautiful, obviously.
Yeah, and the open air cart was gorgeous too. So like you could just go and just be like, oh.
Yeah, exactly, like a fishbowl.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Literally, that's what it was.
There's this what is it called? I guess a steamboat or a paddle boat. What do you call that? With the big wheel on the back?
I think that's a paddle boat, ain't it?
Well, paddle boat I feel like is when you're pedaling.
Oh, okay. I thought that was just a pedal boat.
Paddle boat. Paddle board is what you're standing on.
Oh, paddle board. Yeah, no, I can't do those. I fell into the lake multiple times this
I can't
summer.
do that either. I have no balance. But no, whatever that big old timey boat is. Anyways, you can basically take one as like a cruise down the Mississippi River, and like it ends in New Orleans. And so
Maybe it is a steamboat.
I mean, there's definitely steam powered boats that had that thing, but I wonder if I think there's not a turbine boat or like a what is it called? A mill?
Yeah, I mean, that is a mill. I don't know. I don't know boat lore. Sorry. I should know
Maybe
more
I am
about.
autistic.
I feel like I should know more about boats though, because I am a parrot head. So like, I feel like I should know more.
So many layers.
I do.
You belong in Florida for sure.
No, I do not.
I was gonna say, have you been following the plus size park hoppers? You ever seen these gals?
No, I've heard of that. Like I've heard of One Off. I have not seen any of their content, but I know they exist.
They're fun women, yes, and it's a good watch.
Yeah.
I just found this lady who she looks identical to my soon-to-be brother-in-law.
Okay.
And but she's like a 45-year-old lesbian woman, right? So, but it's like the same face and the same haircut and everything. Anyway, so this video, this lady, and she's like just talking into her phone, and she's got like 500 followers, like, but the video just like blew up. She's like, yeah, I went to this new barbershop today, got a haircut, loved it, these people were great, whatever, you know. And then she's like, yeah, I got a cool little design on the side too, and turns her head. She's just like a regular white lady, right?
Yeah.
Turns her head on the side. She's got like this crazy like swizzle like zipped into the side of her hair, right? Badass, like cool.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, yeah, like it's freaking sick, you know. But she just looks like a regular like just regular lady. And so, but the comments were turned off. So of course I'm like,
oh no.
I showed my girlfriend because I'm like, oh, this looks just like Tony. We kind of laughed about the fact that it looked similar. I just saw a video today right before you got here. And she's like, so yeah, the video blew up and everyone's talking about my hair. And she's like, some of the comments were funny. Some of the comments were really bad. And it's like this very honest, like kind of emotional thing where she wasn't even like upset. She was just like, yes, people need manners, you know, and it's just like you can't argue with the internet, but it was so genuine. It was great.
You really can't argue with the internet.
And she was wearing a beanie too, which made me feel so sad. It was like, oh my God.
They work so hard, especially because like I don't know.
Like it was like a Dominican guy, like a swizzle.
Hey, you know, barber stuff is an art, and like
totally.
I totally like that. That makes me so sad for her.
I know,
but I totally get it with like the internet stuff because I did. I guess it is a little bit of a humble brag. I did have a reel go viral recently.
Oh yeah, I just saw it.
Oh yeah, and I didn't
explain it though.
Okay, but I like filmed it on a whim, and it's like a true story too because like I working in automotive, you got to get your tires rotated, and I was like I don't have a garage, so I'm like I'm just gonna have Costco do it. Got the tires from there anyway.
Yeah.
But I literally went to just go pick up my stuff from like my car from Costco, and the dude was just like Subaru, and I'm like. No, and I won't list the actual car here because now people all automatically assume I drive a Subaru. I do not. I will share off air what I drive because it's cool. But it is, I was like, you know what? That's kind of fun. Like I thought about it. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. Like I do feel seen. Like I'm like, yeah. I mean, I'm not of that camp, but like I see you. Like I feel seen. And I just like was in my car, and I was like, oh, I'll just post it to like do a trial because I've been doing the trial reels recently. And
what is that?
So like it's a thing on Instagram, and you can basically share it to non-followers before you share it to your followers.
Okay.
So like it's just literally it's another, I don't know if it's another algorithm or what, but like you can toggle it. And I was like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm like, that means nothing. I'm not going to share it with everybody right now. But I was like, maybe I'll just post it on that. And it just like literally 12 hours later, it just kind of like blew up. And I was like,
that was on Instagram?
That was on Instagram. And like, you're talking about the comments. Cause I'm like, if I did not have a backbone or a thick skin, like some of those comments people were very mad that first of all, I was just so shocked that not all men are colorblind because I have purple hair, and they were like, your hair's purple. Your hair's purple. It says a person with purple hair. And I'm like, oh my God, you can see. Like I legitimately, because there's been so many times where like, if I had washed hair, they were like, you're red hair or you're brown hair or you're this hair. And I'm like, no, they're like, it's purple. And I'm like, first of all, shout out to Angel at Star Studio because like she did a great job. But like, I was like, great. Okay. But I
think a lot of men actually are colorblind though, right?
No, they are. That's why I was like, wow.
2/3
So I guess so, but a lot of people are just like lesbian, and I'm like,
but
it's just so mad. They're just so mad. I'm like, I don't understand why you're so angry.
Yeah, but that's good for you. Like you should just be commenting back every single time and just stirring the pot. Like the more comments, the better for you. You
and honestly, that is what I have been doing.
Of course,
because like there is at least
fuck those people. They're weirdos. Why are they commenting on your Subaru video?
No, it's so weird because they're just like it's lesbian, and one dude was just like says the purple hair, and I'm like because that's the whole thing I did. I took a couple and I replied, and I'm like, okay, I'll do so.
Yeah.
And one was just like, she has purple hair, and I'm just like, okay, well, what are you talking about? Like, I don't want to fuck you. I guess that's it. Like, I guess that's the whole point. Congratulations, you have eyes. Like, right. I don't know. But it's just sharing stuff on that end.
You just gotta make more comments.
Or yeah, and then one dude, there's a couple of ones who are like, you don't get your, like, why you go to Costco? Do you get your, like, toilet paper at AutoZone? And I'm just like, first of all, we're not slandering Costco in these fucking comments, okay?
Kind of funny. I like that one.
I do. No, that's the thing. You cannot slander. Costco has funded my divorce, okay? Like, I will never let Costco down. Costco's my ride or die right now, okay?
Also, you're a single woman in the city. You bought the tires at Costco. Yeah.
I know. Just because I know how to change a tire doesn't mean I want to do it.
No.
Just because I know how to
rotates their own tires. That's insane.
Oh, you're not living in Michigan. Yeah, no.
Well, no, I'm saying like my grandfather did that, but like my dad, I mean, when you get an oil change, you get your tires rotated. That's what I do, at least. I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly. Well, the thing is like the car I drive is older. But like I had my alternator go out recently, and I have my former in-laws still live in the area, and
that's nice.
It is quite nice. We still all get along,
okay,
but my alternator went out, and I was just like, shit, I'm gonna have to pay whatever money, and I call him being like, this, what's up, and he's like, well, I know how to change it. Just bring it over here.
Well, that's nice,
and so it's just like, yeah, he's saving me $800, and then he's like,
that's great.
Or however much. I don't want to know how much it would be in the city.
Yeah, probably a lot.
But like, if I had a garage, like that's the only thing I don't have a garage no more. So like I would do my own, like I've done my brakes before. Like I've changed my brakes.
I've probably changed my brakes. Yeah, a bunch. I've worked on my car before, but I'm just saying, to be in someone's comments saying you're not rotating your own tires, that's like crazy.
Yeah, that, or like they're just like, they rotated there, which I'm just like, I hate that. That's the only like where it's like, I'm just a girl, I don't know. Yeah. I'm like, no, that's how they win. You gotta be better. Like, that's true. Learn how to do it. And then when their tire blows, rotate them for you. Show your dominance. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
That's really funny.
That's where I'm at with all of that. But yeah, it's just stuff like that. Or
I go to Jewel mostly, and we have one that's like really pretty close, but it's a little bit smaller and a little bit crazier people and stuff. So there's another one that's like a 5-10 minute drive, that's like massive and much better to go to. So we usually go there, but it's the Kosher World Jewel. So it's like on the border of Skokie. So it's like all Jewish people, right?
Oh, okay.
So we usually go grocery shopping just like on Saturday morning, right? Which just happens to be like the Sabbath, right? So there's like nobody there. So it's awesome actually, right? Because it's this big store, but there's not a lot of people there.
Oh, the dream.
Exactly. But so I went today on my way home to get like milk and eggs and like just a couple things, right? Yeah. And it was like, I don't want to use the word infested because that has a bad connotation.
Yes, it does.
But it was like, everybody in there had a yarmulke and the tassels. It's like Hasidic Jews, right? So like it's like hardcore Jews, right? So it just, I'm like weaving with the cart in and out and stuff. And there was like a rabbi with the big twirlies, and he had this crazy jacket that had like all these like, it was like bedazzled, like black jacket. It was nuts, big beard, all this stuff. But so anyways, I was just like, whew. Very different experience.
That is a very different experience. I'm just around the corner from a Trader Joe's too. So if Beautiful. I like need a one-off, but like I mentally have to go in and prepare because I'm just like, I will not disassociate in this Trader Joe's today, even though everybody will. Everybody disassociates in a Trader Joe's. If you're not doing it, you're doing it wrong.
Well, just because of the clientele,
but also just like the way it's laid out, there's just like an aura of disassociation that goes along with like Trader Joe's. It's like all of a sudden you walk in for one thing, it's like, yes, I did need these chocolate covered pretzels or bullshit or whatever.
Yeah, and it also, is the king of snacks.
Yeah, that, and they're trained to talk. The cashiers are trained to talk to you and basically be your second therapist. So
that's the thing, right? They're always like, how you doing? Yeah, like kind of flirting with you.
Yeah, it's like they don't like you. It's just their job.
Do you think they're actually, it's like a Chick-fil-A thing where they have to say my pleasure, like the Trader Joe's people?
1,000%. I bet. Like, I'll bet you dollars to donuts it's like that, because that's another reason why it'd be like their elevated customer, it'd probably be in their elevated customer service corporate pitch.
Right. No. Also, I wanted to tell you, sorry, before we end on this, totally different. I was Pharaoh in a play as like Moses, like the Exodus we did at school one time or whatever, or church or something. And I was literally Pharaoh as like 8 years old, like shirtless with like the big thing and like a hat on and stuff. And I was like, no.
Hell yeah. I did CCD before too. I know what that is. I was an angel. And then one of my friends who I'm still friends with from high school, he was Jesus.
Fuck yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
We're just over an hour. So Indiana, what did you want to say about the Bears move?
So, this is a really hot take, but I'm on board with the Bears moving to Gary. I know. People are like from Illinois. I'm like, no, but I can totally see it. I think it would be really good for Gary. I feel like it would be like a little
it would be great for Gary. It'd be terrible for the Bears.
They need it, and also it might be terrible for the Bears, but then it's got actual room and stuff. I don't know. Northwest Indiana, you can get closer to you can get into Chicago quicker coming from Northwest Indiana than you can from some parts of Illinois sometimes. So
I understand that, but
and the trains, you were just talking about trains. They can really amp those trains up. So the South Shore getting a little revival. Don't mind me if I do. You know?
Yeah, but you're an Indiana native. You of course you want this.
I mean, like when you say it out loud like that, it's just so unfortunate. But you know. Like, do I spend a lot of time there? You see, a Bears game is just the perfect amount of time there. You spend time and then you leave.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm being elitist because I live on the north side, and to me, like, to take a train all the way around, like that would take an insane amount of time. So I get it if you're on the south side already, to get there would be a lot easier. Like I'm sure the people in Homer Glen or whatever the fuck are probably like stoked about it, but like also you're going to like through like the bad part of town. Like, why would you want to put it like the south side of Chicago and the south suburbs are probably more poor, right? On average than the northern suburbs.
I mean, Chicago's still very redlined district. Yeah.
Very segregated. And then you're crossing state lines into the even shittier part. It's like, what? I don't know.
It builds character.
I get it. I think I wanted to stay downtown. I think that's badass.
No, I agree. If anything, it should stay. I don't even know why they're entered. Honestly, I don't really follow football. I just feel like if they were going to move in the Gare Bears, Barry Gary. Yeah.
Just cut it.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's on my bad. I know. But like, I think it'll give you a genuine sense that like once you leave Indiana, it'll just give you a bigger picture of why it's so much better that you left.
Imagine losing to the Packers and having to drive home from Indiana. Just sad, just driving home, just like this fucking.
But at
sucks.
least you would be leaving Indiana.
That would be the only.
That's the only good part. Either way you look at it, it's if you win, you get to leave Indiana. If you lose, you get to leave Indiana.
That's true. Talk to the camera. Promote all your stuff.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
No.
The floor is yours.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So thanks so much, guys, for checking in and everything. And thanks, Drew, for having me on your podcast. I am available for booking. I'm in Chicago now, but I travel. Feel free to check out my website, aliceduhon.com. Follow me on the social media, alice.marie.rose, both on Instagram and TikTok. And hey, you might find me browsing a Costco aisle or two. And if you're a tap dancer, hit me up. You should join my tap cult.
Well, maybe I'll get fitted for some tap shoes. I don't know.
It's a fun time. It really is. It's a dying art.
I believe it. For good reason.
No, for not good reason.
Now tap that like button. All right, folks.
All right, thanks so much.
We are out.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.